Hello, this is Clover or Clovey. Over the past few months, I've been trying to reach the developers and raise awareness about the current situation of Tom and Jerry Chase. I've created videos across platforms like YouTube and Bilibili, speaking on behalf of the Southeast Asia and Japan community. I even made content in Chinese, hoping to get a response from the developers since the game is owned by a Chinese company called NetEase Games. Everything I shared in those videos came directly from players based on a survey I conducted, including statistics and genuine player comments. Those videos reached over 27,000 and 14,000 views, with more than 600 comments calling for a response. And yet, as you can probably guess from this video, there has been no reply. At this point, it feels like a complete disregard, not just towards Tom and Jerry Chase international players, but towards global players across NetEase Games as a whole. In this video, I want to talk about how NetEase has consistently ignored and neglected its international servers and communities. For those unfamiliar, Tom and Jerry Chase is a multiplayer asymmetrical game where 4 mice go up against one cat on a map filled with items and objectives. It's often described as a 2D version of Identity V, an other NetEase title, and there are a lot of similarities between the two. The Chinese server launched in 2019, and about a year later, international servers were introduced, including Taiwan, C, and Japan-Korea server. Updates on this server have always lagged behind the Chinese version by about a year, which was understandable at the time. Content eventually arrived, even if it took longer. But things started to decline in 2024. Updates became slower, new characters and secondary weapons stopped releasing. There were no balance adjustments, no new events, bugs remained unfixed, lag and latency issues persisted. At times, Chinese text would randomly appear along with inaccurate or poorly translated content. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, they did. The season was extended to nearly double its usual length. The golden wheel disappeared entirely, and the magic mirror for a character they chose not to release was skipped. Meanwhile, new bugs kept appearing, new problems surfaced, and existing issues were still left unresolved. When players tried reporting these issues through email or in-game customer service, we received nothing but automatic replies. There is no real support, no real solutions. Social media accounts have also been inactive since 2024, leaving us with no way to communicate with the developers. Because of this, I decided to reach out to the Chinese community through their platforms. Unlike the global servers, the Chinese player base is still active and able to communicate with developers. There have been cases where Chinese players raised concerns through videos, got acknowledged, and even saw changes implemented. Seeing that, I created 2 videos directed at that audience, but it quickly became clear that those responses only applied to the Chinese server. I might have been one of the first, if not the only person to speak up about the global server situation in that space. I didn't expect much, and unfortunately nothing changed. It's now been over a month and there's still been no official response. We did manage to spread awareness within the community. Some players suggested that different teams manage the Chinese and global service, which might explain the situation, but without an official statement. These are just assumptions and speculation. Dear NetEase, it's time to stop ignoring your players. If this is the same game under the same company, then responsibility still lies with you. The way international players are being treated reflects directly on your company's image. Even if the global servers are handled by a different team, it's still your responsibility to ensure proper management. You are a billion-dollar company operating in the global market. Games like Marvel Rivals, Identity V, Eggy Party, and Where Winds Meet were all launched internationally for a reason. But is this how you treat your global player base? Because if this continues, what happens when more players start noticing? We may not be the first, but we won't be the last either. As long as these issues remain unresolved in Tom and Jerry Chase, I will continue speaking out not just within this community, but across other NetEase games communities as well. This game may not be the biggest title, but this doesn't justify the way its players are being treated. Originally, my goal was to revive the global service, and that still matters, but now there's something bigger. Players deserve to know how NetEase handles its international audience. People invest time, money, and trust into these games, and right now, that effort isn't being respected. If you agree with what I've said and want to support this cause, please consider signing the petition linked below. Anyone can sign, not just Tom and Jerry Chase players. And thank you for taking the time to listen and understand our situation. It truly means a lot.